Liverpool. Is Liverpool where the Beatles are from? Oh. Oh, that's made me chuckle. Get it? Liverpool! Look at the size of that monster! Can you see him? Oh. Just decided to off. What an enormous, I don't know, pig, hog, mother-in-law, my god, I have no idea. So another bus shelter, still raining, and about half an hour ago I just had an epi, just pure aggression, which I decided not to film because it was way too nasty, vicious, and I was in the throes of a tantrum because I was, and I could care less if this was going to help you develop or not. I was just furious and in my own anger. I was pissed off with this, with the whole point of it. It's been a grey, miserable day. I've been walking a soulless road through mountains with nothing on it apart from bloody roadworks. Soulless, grey, miserable. And my brain has been resisting all the way. But the reason I'm telling you about that is it's fascinating to see anger come up. I mean, I clearly still have those roots. As much as I feel I'm the heart sutra, as it were, is affecting me here, which is what the Hanya Shingo is, I've definitely still got a very vicious, aggressive streak in me, which is kind of has roots. And I wonder if this bang, this sort of monotony draws it right out. Good thing about being on your own is that you can vent it without hurting anyone else. The problem is, look, even this is blurring. Oh, for sake. The problem is with at home often you vent it on people and they get upset, and but it's just interesting to see the mechanics come up. Really today again I'm just resisting, just doing the work. It's constantly, oh, when am I there? And according to the whole kind of Buddhist thing, the Pukyo thing, that's the root of all suffering, is our inability to be in the moment. But it does leave a bit of confusion, because I understand that theoretically, and now I think practically. But also, I do think life is about experiencing, evolving, and creating abundance for the sake of experience. So if you're only got what you've got, how do you move forward? How does the universe express itself? Otherwise, we'd all just be sitting here in this bus stop for the rest of our lives. So, a few questions have come up in this grey day that I'm not entirely sure. One, I'm not sure how much of our path is driven by our own free choice and how much is destiny. So I meant to do this trip, or was it just purely my choice? It's just interesting. And how much, when we ask for things from the universe, does it pick and choose what it gives us if it can be bothered? So lots of different questions. A very difficult day mentally so far, but I can feel it a useful one, and if I can just get over having the ump. So a really difficult day today, mentally I think more than anything, not really physically, but when it's mentally hard, physically it becomes a big drain. And but a nice finish, look at that, I think that just represents it. Beautiful flowers on the side, sun's starting to break through, got some accommodation, which I think is always my biggest fear. That cold, I can't bear it. So now I'm just going to relax now. It was a long day today, and hopefully tomorrow will be a little bit easier. What an interesting night that was. I got Hayashi-san, really nice, but sounds like, when you do impersonation of someone from Japan, right? His English translations is just like that, so that's hysterical, but a nice guy. Oh, and then the other bloke, snotting, hawking, rustling his bags all night, talking in his sleep, snoring like nutcase, absolute pissing nutcase. And I know I'm supposed to develop the Hana Shingo, but for f***'s sake, if I manage to come across a Suyador with him again, I'm going to go and sleep in a cold river, because you'd probably get more sleep with his bloody lunatic. It's the first time he's done it. He's 61. Nice, but it was quite amusing actually. If it wasn't, it was so annoying, it was amusing. If it was any less annoying, it would just be downright irritating. So, it was his first time he was doing the Hachi, and he knew like the whole book, the whole guide of where to stay, where to this. And so he was taking me through each bit, where the next bus shelter. And you know what? I wanted to listen, but I also wanted to say, look, I'm just going to hand it over to my own heavens, because they've looked after me so far, and you know, I haven't got, like great big camping tent, trolleys dragging, nutter. So every time he's coughing and oh Jesus, you had to be here to experience it. But my God, it was just interesting. I do like my own space and my own rhythm and my own time. I like to meet people. I like to share heart to heart and all that. But if I have to come across a sewer door with him again, I'm not doing it unless he sleeps right at the other end, while I can't hear his flobbing and hawking and stuff. Because it's only in being alone that you have no distraction. I mean, I enjoyed that first part of the morning. 2 hours flew by. And connection with people is the other part of the Hachi. Connecting with, you know, heart to heart and all that, and connecting and being with people, that's important. But it mustn't serve as a distraction. Essentially, I think we must take on our own loneliness, our own minds, our own pains, and go through that. And then when we meet people, I think because of that, because we've gone through our own, not pain, but our own difficulties, I think our hearts can be more open to them. Do you see what I mean? So apparently, and I've got to check this myself, but we're into the second half now, which I think ties in with days. I hope so. So I'm just hoping I've got enough time to finish it. I've got to finish this. So I think it is about halfway, not in temple numbers, because the distance is further away in the early ones. The last lot are really close together, really close together. So not in temple numbers. And this, I think, is like thoughts in our mind. They come and they go. And you just, I'm not sure you can ever do anything about them coming and going. And I don't even think that's the issue. I remember once I did a meditation course with Sogye Rinpoche a long time ago, when Ju and I were first dating. Or we were married, I don't know. A long time ago. And it was talking about the clouds. They come in and they go out, and our job is just to observe them and just to watch them. And if we leave them without straining against them, then what we find is that they're okay. Underneath that they clear, and then there's blue sky. The problem comes when there's clouds and we strain to change it, which of course in weather, you know, there's no point in fighting against the fact that it's raining or snowing or cloudy. You just have to see it as it is and get on with it. See what I mean? So, oh, look at it from here. Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? Really like that.